Okay, so good afternoon, guys. Let's start the today's recording. So previously classes, you already saw that the we already started with the formula tab, right? Tab we already started, isn't it? Now inside we already saw the function libraries, like inside of the insert function we have everything, the formula available. And over here in that the function library we can see as the separation, like it's like a categorize wise, it's a arranging, isn't it? Now in that auto sum we can see the automation functions. Okay, automation functions means like what: sum, average, count numbers, mix, max, minimum, this that. Okay, after that in the recently used we can see the recently which one be done, isn't it? Means recently, suppose we are using some formulas and I want to be a check, that we can check inside of the recent use, right? After that we saw to the financial, right? Financial means what? We learn over here one formula that is called what? PMT, right? PMT formula we are using for the loan purpose, isn't it? Okay, after that we saw to the logical formula. Inside of the logical formula we saw to the if condition. After that over here we saw to the true and false condition using by 0 and the 1, right? After that we saw over here in the text formula what, like uppercase, lowercase, we can do that. So to be honestly guys, I would you like to say that over here if you can go, you can see on the internet we have to the more than 400 formulas we have. And in this tutorial we cannot able to complete the all kind of formulas. So my work is I want to teach you how you can swim, but it's depend upon to you where exactly you want to swim. Okay, isn't it? So that I would you like to say that basically here I can teach you how we can use to the formula, how exactly the method and the technical knowledge we can use, but the logic behind to like the for loan, right? The loan, how we can calculate loan, this that, minimum, maximum, the range, this that, it should be come from your it's come from your basics understanding. Means basics like how we can put it to the loan, like if suppose when we are going to the ask someone a bank to the loan, so there is a something the formula you are using, right? Isn't it? There is an interest rate also we have. So this kind of stuff you need to understand by yourself the properly. Okay, here I can explain you how we can use this application. That is my job. Okay, now without wasting time, let's go to the another word. This is called the define names. Okay, define names means okay, define names also we done, right? In the right, what exactly the define names? Define names means what? As a particular range I will give, right? Okay, I can arrange that particular range and I can perform the I can perform the what we call say as a formula. Means what? Simply we do not need to write again and again range. We can directly write is like this, right? No, suppose we can go over here and we can directly write this. Suppose I want to do this sum. Okay, and that sum maybe we are writing one function. Okay, suppose I don't know right now what we are writing. The previously whatever we added the different define names, I deleted that, so that's why there is no any present name. But if you are already created, then you can put your name and the sum will be done. We do not need to see, highlight this again and again. We can directly give to the that particular, this one is we can directly give to the as a range, and that range we can give to the perfect name, isn't it? That's it exactly. Okay, now let's start to the today's new topic, that is called the formula auditing. Guys, what is the formula auditing? Formula auditing is nothing but you can finalize, how exactly the flow of your, calculation or anything. Right now, suppose what I'm doing, guys, see over here. I'm going to again back over here, okay, in that cell, and I'm writing one formula is equal to sum sum, okay. Inside of the bracket, I'm choosing one by one. Suppose I'm choosing this one. Okay, let me choose one by one. I'm choosing 45. Okay, 45 cell number is B2, address is B2. Okay, I'm again using to the add button. Okay, after I'm choosing to the 65. Okay, again I'm choosing to the 45. Again I'm adding to the 65. Okay, so these number I'm adding inside, and I'm going to the last 10 and I'm using enter button. So you can see this is the addition done, isn't it? Right now, maybe over here you can see I didn't give any kind of column name. So how I can understand what is that the 220, isn't it? So what we can do over here, we have to the formula audit. Right now, see, when we are clicking on this cell 220, okay, now what happened? We can say that trace procedure. okay, or we can say the president, okay, president. So when we are clicking that presidency, a trace president, what happened, it will be showing what is exactly this cell. So we can understand this cell is something, addition of these number, means what this addition is coming from to the this path. Are you getting? Because of how we can do, we can click on the trace presidents, right? Okay, right now if you want to remove that, what we can do, see over here we have to the option remove array. Okay, see I'm removing arrows. See right now no more anything over here. Okay, now again back, if you want to check that where is exactly is come from this total, again select over here this cell and click over here, click presidents, right? See when I'm clicking on the click presidents, what happened? See, is it a showing how exactly is this total and where is coming from? Done. Okay, now the next one, suppose I want to remove that again back. Right now suppose I am clicking over here 45 and I want to check that this 45 exactly where is calculating. So I'm clicking on trace dependency. So when I'm clicking to the trace dependency, it can saying these number are going to the add over here. Okay, are you getting what exactly I want to mean? So what is the difference between, see again back, I'm removing arrow. First, I'm clicking on the 220. This is exactly the total. Right now, I want to check that this total is coming from how many cells, right? So I'm using trace presidents. See, when I'm clicking, I can understand one, two, three, four. This is the four cell, the calculation about this cell, isn't it? Now, but I want to check that right now. Again, I'm removing that and I'm going to the 45. I want to check that this 45 is going where? So see when I'm clicking trace dependent, so this 45 is dependent on this calculation. So there we have to the two types of trace packaging, trace presidency, presidents and the trace dependency. If you want to remove, we can remove also. Okay. Now, even if I want to say that sometime, maybe you are calculating over here. Okay. And I want to write again back. Okay. I'm writing again back. SU, okay, is equal to SUM sum. Okay. And inside of the bracket, you are doing the calculation. Suppose this range I'm giving. Okay, done. I'm going to the outside of that brackets and entering. So this is exactly the calculation. Now suppose you want to check that where is calculation is coming, isn't it? Now what we can do, you can click on that over here and say trace precedence. You can see, so this is exactly the calculation. This calculation is coming from where? In this range. So that is easy, right? There have two types of trace precedence and the trace dependency. Right now, I want to remove that. I removed. Okay. Now, after that, let's do undo again back. I don't want any more this one. Now again, I'm going over here and what I'm doing, again, I want to do the calculation. I want to show you something. What I want to show you, I want to show you this one, error checking. Okay. Now what error checking means what? Let me show you. Suppose again I'm doing sum is equal to sum sum. Okay, but how exactly sum I am doing? Now see, watch properly. How exactly sum I am doing? I'm calculating 45 plus 65 plus 45. Okay, plus 65. Okay, again and again we are doing that and I'm clicking on the enter button. So basically this is my calculation. Okay, calculation of these all numbers, right? What I'm doing, I'm writing over here instant of digit, I'm using over here text. Okay, I'm going over here and let me use to the, suppose I'm writing over here ABC. Okay, now see when I am clicking in the down over here, it will be showing over here. Okay, see I'm clicking over here, you see what they are showing over here, the value error. Why error is coming? That because over here the auto checking is on, means they automatically when we are not putting to the proper value, it will be showing to the errors. We have to the different errors, not only the one error. So right now I want to check that error. See, I'm clicking over here, I'm saying click a check on error. See, they are saying somewhere is equal to sum b2 plus c2 plus d2 plus e2 is not perfectly. A value used in the formula is of a wrong data types. See, this is one data type, two data type, three data type, four data type. In that 45 is a digit value. 44, 45 also the digit value, 65 also the digit value, but over here the values which one we are using, the data type we are using, it's a characteristic, like the alphabet we are using, isn't it? We need to use over here what? The digit only. So that I want to mean that, so we can check the error also and it's automatically doing. We do not need to check by, we do not need to click over here. It's automatically showing to the error. Okay. After that, now I want to check that suppose there is a value something we have. I want to see that what is exactly the problem. We can click on the show formula. So we can check that what is exactly the formula we are using for that purpose. Right now we can